All right, Sonnies, we're kicking off Women's History Month, Women's History Month with a woman who teaches us history in our streets. Today, we are shining the spotlight on a woman who quite literally brings history to life. She was just named Tour Guide of the Year for our loves, Tasting Tours St. Augustine. And if you ever walk the streets of St. Augustine with her, you already know why. She doesn't just share facts. She tells stories, connects the past to the present. She makes every brick-lined street feel like it has a heartbeat. From hidden history to unforgettable flavors, she's the way of turning a simple stroll into an experience that you'll never forget. Please welcome the incredible Kim to Sunny TV. Kim, welcome.
Hi, what an intro. Wow. You're sure that was me?
I worked all weekend on it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so special. No, I've had an incredible opportunity to take one of your tours, so I know firsthand how much heart you put into this. I went with Renee, and that was such a special moment.
Absolutely.
So can you dive into how this tour guide journey began?
For me, kind of a crazy story. Well, not really crazy, but a little different. So I quit my job to take care of my elderly parents. They were still in their home. We were trying to keep them in the home. And I was the sibling that was most able to do that. So I quit my job, took care of them through COVID. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Through COVID, it was something.
We talk about this a lot elder care. So it's such a sacrifice.
Anybody needs a hug, support. I've been there because I was also in healthcare previously, and I specialized in geriatrics. So it's kind of, I love my old people.
Awesome.
So so I quit, and then it got to the point we had to move them into an assisted living. And then I was like, what now? And I had some girlfriends that worked for the tasting tours, and they said, you'd be really good. You'd really love it. And I thought, I never met a microphone. I don't know.
See? Okay.
So this might be the gig for me.
I love this.
And it was. It's been, well, first of all, look where we live.
I know, I love that.
I mean,
absolutely.
It makes the job so much easier.
Yes.
And because all of us that live here, we love it.
Yeah.
So it that shines through when you're taking people around, whether they're tourists and have never been here before.
Yeah.
Or locals. It's amazing what we can show locals that they're like, wait a minute, I've lived here. I never did this, or I never went here.
I learned something very interesting about Kim. So at the Christmas parade, the only reason I like to go to the Christmas parade is for the Newfoundland dogs. They walk them and they have the little Santas.
Giant dogs.
Yes, that's the only reason I go to the Christmas parade. Kim and her newfie, Humphrey, walked in the parade. They go every year, and he was the one that had the little Santa on his back. And I even made the comment. I remember I'm like, that one has a Santa. So Kim has a Newfoundland. I like her even more now.
My claim to fame.
And that is a claim to fame because that's a really big integral part of the Christmas parade. So that's really fun.
The most important.
It is.
So what made you fall in love with St. Augustine?
It has such a rich and diverse history.
Yeah.
And really diverse. So there's so much for people to look at and enjoy, because between the Spanish and the British, the Menorcans,
Yes.
all of that, and then talking about the Gilded Age, Victorian Age, Henry Flagler, and how he really was kind of the reason we've become the tourist destination that we have.
He was a little scandalous.
Yeah, he was.
His moral compass.
We call him a bad boy on this show, honey, yes. Now, Blanche Altavilla, she's our girl. We love some Blanche. So, talking about, do you have specific historic stories that you do on your tours? Do you change them up? What's that look like?
One skill that's really good for a tour guide is to be able to read the room. You got to be able to look at your people, because if you're... Well, first of all, we're a food tour. We're not a history tour.
Okay.
But of course, we're in the cities, the oldest city in the United States.
Yeah.
We have to talk history.
I think that was cool. A part of your tour was the niche. Like, we were eating the eats and we were drinking the drinks, but you also had these really cool vignettes of these stories of the Spanish or the British or the Menorcans. Like, I love that because it was like an aha moment, like a light bulb went on. It was like, wow, this is fun, and really kind of connecting the food. It's almost like a pairing of food with the historic facts.
Exactly. And I'm so glad you got that from
Okay,
it. So,
good. Yeah.
So we have all of that history. And so it just gives us so many things to talk to people about and introduce them to. And one thing that people don't realize about St. Augustine, I know you all have talked about on the show, and I love it. I am continually shocked at how people do not know our civil rights history here.
Yeah, this was a big one for us this year. Yeah.
So people are just like their mouths are hanging open when I tell them these stories. But like I said, you have to read the room.
Yeah.
So if I'm blathering on about history as we're walking here or riding there, and I'm starting to sound, like Charlie Brown's
Wah, wah,
teacher.
wah.
Yeah.
You have to read the room because some people love it and some people are like, all right, can we just eat?
Yeah.
Where's
I
the
would just put
wine?
food in the
That's
mouth.
me.
That's this one, because
Yeah.
she's like, I tune out, I don't know, and I just throw something in her mouth,
Yeah.
and she's like, okay, perfect.
If I'm hungry, I'm not listening to you.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's like a disinformation.
So for me, I just trying to be like, I tell people, listen, I'm gonna be like Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sprinkle a little history. And I talk about the things that I think are really cool and interesting.
Yeah.
Little tidbits that they
Speaking
wouldn't
of
normally hear.
cool and interesting, you have like a Mrs. Roper like tour.
Oh, my God.
I love this. We have an image if we could put it up on
Oh,
screen.
no.
Oh, I got you
I
good
am
today,
go-
girlfriend.
oh,
Absolutely. I think it's number 2.
Davey.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my god!
But this was such a great tour. This literally shattered a glass ceiling for you, in my opinion, as your friend. I think this got you to a level of tasting tours, which was fun and whimsical. I want to wear a muumuu and an afro wig in the streets. It's amazing.
You have to have zero pride. I have no pride, clearly. Because think about it. I would have like up to 13 women. We're all dressed alike when you're together.
Yeah.
It
There's
seems
your
perfectly
award.
normal to have that outfit on.
Yeah.
But when you're leaving your office to go meet your group and have, I don't know, 5 blocks to walk in a curly orange wig and a big muumuu and blue and green eyeshadow.
Right.
You look normal.
I love it. But
Yeah, maybe
super
right for our
fun.
streets, yeah.
But there's a whimsical moment too. Were
Yeah.
you like that as a child? Were you like the dress up and the imagination? What was that like?
Okay, that's a funny question because my childhood dream, but it got dashed because life gets in the way. My dream was to have a job like the servers at the Stardust Diner.
Oh, wow.
In New York.
Yeah.
I love this.
I wanted to serve people and sing and then make my way to Broadway.
Well, you're kind of doing that. You're serving
Yeah.
people, telling stories. You could just randomly sing.
Well,
we
I
are flat and
I
off key.
have.
We have appreciation for
I
flat and
have.
off key
You
on
just
this
sang.
program, so we love that. Yeah, it's all with passion and conviction.
Yeah.
Listen, my roommate in New York City, God bless, I love you, Roland, who's now a huge stylist out in Los Angeles, but he was voted the worst karaoke singer 3 years in a row in New York City, and it's painfully beautiful. It's so much heart and so much into it, but it is so flat and so like, oh, God bless you.
Yeah,
to
but
get
you
the
know, they
worst,
also have that
that's-
show on the Food Network, The Worst Cooks in America.
True.
There is a place for everybody in this world,
That's
you guys.
right,
right.
Mel. That's absolutely right. So, what keeps your tours fresh? Like since Renee and I went on one of your incredible tours, what's a good remix if there is locals out there that did experience one of your award-winning tours? What do they do next with you?
Well, luckily we do have great support from our locals, and we have a lot of locals that have decided this is a great thing to do when they have a visitor. They're like, I don't have to do the work. You do all the work.
Yeah.
So we take them around. So a lot of locals, and we have some that have been on 10, 12 or more tours. So what we do is we keep a history of the venues, the places you visited, the things that you've done in our system. So when you rebook a tour, we can go back and go, okay, we did this, this, and this. Let's find them all new venues. And sometimes we do have people that go, hey, we love this place. We want all new ones, but can we go back there? I
Oh,
want my
interesting. Oh, that's
And we
cool.
will do our best to accommodate your wants and needs
Yeah.
for the tour. So we try to really change it up every time.
That is a great idea. Just because you want that experience to be memorable, and sometimes people, your regulars, are bringing other new people in too.
Right.
So you do kind of get that fun. Do you like seasonally pick out? Like, are you guys working on your spring summer schedule now and what that looks like?
Yeah, we have all lots of different tours that we do. Not only walking and riding, we have electric vehicles that hold up to 8 or 9. So we can go a little further on we did the riding ones.
That's
so
right.
we actually we'll go over the Bridge of Lions so they get to experience
Super
that.
fun.
And we take them to Anastasia Island because the boulevard now is incredible what a
Yeah.
foodie lane it has become now.
It's true.
Right.
Right.
So true.
So
But they
we-
kind of need it over in Anastasia because, we have lost a lot. But I love this new remix where Black Fly's going into the,
People are moving and
right,
shaking.
Yeah,
Yep,
I love that.
yep. So
and the
we
roller
do-
skating rink, too, another big one.
Right,
That's going to
yeah.
be a resurgence of
Yeah,
energy.
maybe we can work that into a.
That would be fabulous. Tommy's amazing. You would love to work with him. He's a
That would
great
be
guy.
fun.
Yeah.
So we're always looking for new things, new ideas. We do pub crawls, like you talked about the Mrs. Roper's Romp. Consistently, we do the in October. We do the pub crawl with Beetlejuice,
Oh,
which
fun.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
He's amazing. Big shout out to
On the-
Scott. We
on
love
the
him.
On the line of the Grinch and
Yeah.
Scrooge and all that. We do an island vibe tour where we only take you to the island, and
Oh,
we do all
wow.
kinds of. My island vibe tour in particular, I might have lays on
Fun.
the cart and grass skirts, which even if you're a guy, you're wearing the grass skirt.
It's very
I love
natural.
it.
Yeah,
So,
beautiful. Good. Get them
Yeah,
out of their
so
box.
we have games, and so we really do a lot of different things. We've been partnering now with the Feed Mill. I don't know.
We
if you guys
love the Feed Mill. They're on our Sonny's list. They're so incredible.
unbelievable. What a great venue. So we've been partnering with them with some food tastings and pairings with wine out on the farm.
I got to tell you, that's a really cool idea because it is such an untapped resource out there. And there's so many beautiful farms, especially the Feed Mill. I mean, that was where you guys held your annual event, right? This
Yep.
is where you got the big
Yep.
award. This was awesome.
It was where it all happened,
Talk
where the magic
about
happened.
this. Did you have any idea that you were going to get this award?
Well, I mean, it's not that there's 500 employees, so there's
Yeah.
only so many.
But only the best of the best can be a
And,
tour guide at
well,
tasting tours.
And it is it's based on a lot of things. One being 5-star reviews, and I did get a few of those.
That's amazing. I'm one of them. I gave you a 5-star for sure.
Listen, your review.
I'm a writer.
I was
so-
like, again, who are we talking about?
No.
Oh, it was so special, though. It really was truly special. I mean, if you can remember our group, like, we were with a bunch of random people, and where some people would have anxiety on that, you would be
Yeah.
a little bit like, I'm not sure. But Len, you can see the conversations grow. We've made really good connections. We've made really good friends. And then by the end, we're singing happy birthday. We're having a great time. And we've met some new, incredible people that have new stories to tell. I love that.
Yeah, and I think people are there having fun. I mean, it's a fun event.
Yeah.
And it's a great experience. People are having fun, so they just kind of have this fun together.
Mm-hmm.
I've had people hugging each other at the, or I'm like, okay, where can I? And they're like, oh no, we're going with this new couple.
I love
We're
it.
going to the teeny.
Oh, I
You
love
know, And
that.
they all just have they have fun together. They go off. They become
Yay.
Facebook friends. So we've
Is
had
that
some really
important to
cool
you? Do you like that?
relationships.
Do you like
oh
that?
my gosh! Listen, the whole thing for me is, I want you to have the best experience of, at least in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
And when people leave, I want them hugging each other, hugging me, saying this is the best, being thankful and grateful. And that's what I want.
Yeah.
That I want you to walk away having this much better understanding of our city, not only the history, but how the food, how it's developed between, from the Spanish influence we have to the strong Menorcan. I love talking about the daddle pepper, all these things that people have never maybe heard about before.
Yeah.
Just integrating it. And then at the end, I want them to walk away going, my gosh, that
Yeah.
was memorable.
I love that.
And that's what they're going to remember when they come to
So
St.
what is
Augustine.
something that people get wrong about St. Augustine? Do you ever like have to like correct somebody on some history? Because that's hard as a tour guide. You don't want to lose that enthusiasm.
Well, it's funny because I'm always like, what did you hear on the trolley?
Yeah.
So it can get interesting, but again, I'm going to kind of go back to the civil rights thing. People are absolutely floored.
Yeah.
And I don't, obviously, again, I'm not delving deep. I'm just giving kind of the stories that I think are really what made us an integral part of the civil rights movement and the Civil Rights Act being signed by President Johnson
Yes,
in
yes.
1964. And it's continually surprising to me how people are just like, what?
I always
Yeah.
say like the horror story or it's somebody else's survival guide. because we had to go and persevere through that. And literally, as a Southern conservative town, we had to rise up through that. And that's what Dr. King saw and took that beautiful moment up to D.C. I mean, our civil rights is just incredible in this town. And now we have this beautiful monument. Did you see the new statue that we got?
I just saw it. I did it. Well, I was doing a tour last night.
I like it.
And I finally got to, because I hadn't been downtown in a couple of days.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was my first tour in a few days. And I saw it, and I did see a lot of people. I don't know if they thought it was a lot of touching.
Yeah.
Like, I think they think they're like, that guy that dresses in a bush and jumps out. I think people might think
it looks very real.
Yeah, and I think people might think it's somebody in makeup, and they're like,
yeah.
And then when they realize they're sitting, getting their photo taken, so I hope they're reading learning more about who he
Frederick
was.
Douglass. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they learned in school.
Absolutely true.
Well,
and if not, then that's what we're here for. I think that this is a great learning. Listen, I learn new things in this town every single day, which this is why I love doing what I do, because we can put these beautiful stories together and really highlight these moments. So I think it's interesting because it's unorthodox to have a statue sitting down, but then so is the Henry Flagler one over by Potter's Wax Museum. He's sitting down too. So it's kind of like that. And you do see people interact a little bit more with the bronzes. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. It doesn't seem maybe so overbearing or something if you're looking up at this person staring down at you.
Right. So let's go back to award night, just because I love a drama moment. You're sitting there, you have no idea what's going to happen, and is there like an envelope moment, and then they read who the winner is?
Yeah, they kind of go over the different criteria that they look for in the tour guide of the year.
Cool.
So they go over all that, and then they talk about some stats, about how many reviews. They even look at the number of tours you gave within that year, and the ratio of 5-star reviews you got.
Oh.
Gotcha.
With your name in them. By the way, Kimberly.
Okay.
Has to be in the review to get credit.
Got it.
So they even look at the ratio.
Okay.
And our team is incredible. I'm surrounded by some incredible people. So it was I have to say, an incredible honor, because the talent that I'm surrounded with at tasting tours, holy moly.
Yeah, really, truly.
Really, really amazing tour
And they're
guides.
all lovely, dynamic individuals that just love our town, which is that's the basis of what Tasting Tours is all about.
Yeah.
I love that experience. So, what's something new on the tour? Is there new wine that we're trying? Is there new spots that we're going for this spring and summer?
Yes, we have I have a few really amazing favorites. The bad thing is sometimes they're hard for me to get into, because places, if they're smaller or super busy, but I plan my tours way out in advance so I can get my peeps to some really amazing venues. Right now, my new absolute favorite is Modern Rose.
Oh, fun.
The tea room.
God.
It's beautiful in there.
First of all, the food. It's smaller. You need reservations. It's super popular. The food is super fresh, so it does take a little bit longer sometimes. So the wait times are longer. The lines are longer. If you don't have a reservation, you might want to forget it. But the food is fantastic. I have eaten so many, because not only do I take tours there, but I go there myself. So, and I tell my tours, listen, if I go here, this, I'm not just telling you I'm taking you to my favorite places.
So you do pre-research before you jump in the mix. It's not just that they're part of the sponsorship or whatever on the tour. I love that.
Listen, our partners are true partners.
Love that.
They are chef-centric, very good at what they do. And they help us curate what would be perfect for the tour, because obviously you're not going to get a full entree, but you can attest you get a pretty darn good portion.
And it's you have just enough room to go to the next spot too,
right?
Which that's what I love too, because you just don't want to feel full and you're like stuffed that you can't, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a little schmecking when it beckons. I love that. So talk about what we can look forward to with tours this spring and summer.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not privy to the behind the scenes, so I can't give you a whole lot of info other than I know we'll probably be doing some of the tried and trues, like some of our pub crawls.
Okay.
for sure in October. Beetlejuice is every year.
Okay.
Mrs. Roper's Romp was pretty darn
I
popular.
mean,
so
people
that-
still talk about it to this day.
I know, and I'm surprised. Like these young girls, I'm like, are
I
you
love
old
it.
enough to even know who Mrs. Romper? Who Mrs. Roper
Yeah.
was?
So
I mean, come
cool,
on.
yeah.
We'll probably look at some other pub crawls are always fun and to do whatever kind of is the fun thing at the moment or something exciting. So we'll probably do a bunch of different themed pub crawls because those go over really well.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing, I do know going forward, we're going to be doing, like I said, some events with the feed mill. So
Love
I
this.
would look out for that.
Best pizza
And
ever.
the
Love
be-
their pizza. God's sakes,
my
it's
gosh,
so good
it's
out
so
there.
good on Saturdays. You can
Yes.
go get their pizza. What I would suggest is following us on social media and going to our website because that's going to be the best way to see the upcoming tours and see all the, and I will call it shenanigans because
Yeah.
it is shenanigans. with us.
Absolutely.
I mean, shenanigans. I always say we need a reality show.
It's
Yeah,
really great. That's a
no.
great idea.
It's stuff that goes on is
Just
crazy.
because it's so full of life, this isn't like a wah wah wah
No
wah
reality
moment.
show.
Yeah, we may or may not have been screaming at the Treasury as we drove by.
Yeah, that's right. For the Women's Expo, you guys were in there and we were on the tour. That was so fun.
Do you like to play games?
Oh,
Maybe.
okay,
All right,
okay.
well,
Maybe.
we're going to play a game. It's rapid fire.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you two things, this or that, and then you answer real fast. Don't think.
Okay, I answer this. Or
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
or-
There'll be two
or the-
options, and you
okay.
say which one you
Ready?
prefer.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sangria or craft cocktail?
Craft cocktail.
Ghost story or love story?
Ooh, love story.
Ooh, good one.
Fun fact or juicy scandal?
Fun fact.
Okay.
Kind of boring. I know.
Cobblestones or waterfront views?
Oh, waterfront views.
Small intimate group or big lively crowd?
I can't say both.
You can if you want. That's
can.
fine.
All right. Spanish colonial drama or Henry Flagler flair?
Henry Flagler.
Okay. Dessert stop or savory bite?
Well, for me personally, it's definitely the sweet.
Okay,
Sweet tooth.
got it.
Yeah.
The dessert.
Secret local spot or iconic must see?
Secret local spot.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Oldest city flex or underdog hidden story?
Hidden story.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Like that. Like that too.
Sunrise tour or sunset stroll?
Great answer.
Ooh, sunset.
Yeah,
Sunset.
that's a magical
If
time.
St. Augustine were a vibe, what would the vibe be?
Beauty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Beauty.
sure.
Beauty.
So much beauty in this history and so much beauty in tasting tours. If anyone's on the fence right now, Kimberly, tell them why to book a tour with tasting tours.
Well, I would say the three things for me that you're going to get out of it are going to be food, the beauty, and the history. Because obviously we're pairing food with all the different venues and history, the beauty of our town, the landscape, the water, the bayfront, the ocean, the architecture. The architecture is incredible if you just look up. We have that plus the people.
Yeah.
Our people are beautiful here. We
Yes.
have a beautiful community. We're so supportive. And I think even when you're on the tours and we're driving around, and let me tell you, I am known to, I love having a little horn. Beep, beep.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I will beep at people. I will yell out at them. I will tell them I love their outfit. And the
Yeah.
people on the tours love it because we interact with people on the street, and everyone is so wonderful and gracious and fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
So book today, Sonnies. This is an incredible tour. Thank you so much for your time.
You're
And
welcome. Thank you for having
congratulations
me.
on this
Congratulations.
incredible
Thank
award.
you.
It's so
Thank
fun
you.
to celebrate you. We got to have more of you on Sunny TV. Promise?
Okay? Oh, I would love it.
Okay, awesome.
Next, I'll bring Humphrey.
I love it.
Oh my
Let's do
God,
it.
stop it. Yes. Bring him.
He likes the camera.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.